Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the jabroni beaten by eating.
Trailblazing, eyebrow raising, talking is done, you're out of your class, no sleep till Brooklyn, The Rock whips your ass.
Dwayne Johnson started his transition from WWE superstar to A-list actor with his debut as a terrible looking CGI character in 2001's The Mummy Returns. And despite some hiccups along the way, he has not looked back ever since, becoming the highest paid actor in Hollywood in 2016. However, there has been one issue that has plagued his commercially successful career for well over a decade now. Pop quiz: what does Dwayne Johnson have in common with all these men? If you answer that they are all middle-aged men who look suspiciously good for their age and have more money than they probably know what to do with, then congratulations, you are very correct. They are also people who have made a career out of basically playing themselves in every movie. Story time. A week ago, I was speaking to an acquaintance about his movie preferences. He claimed to love adventure movies, but hadn't seen Jumanji yet. As you can guess, I was beyond surprised by this, so I asked him why, and he said,
"Wait, it has Dwayne Johnson in it, yeah? Doesn't he like play the same character in every movie? How could you watch that?"
And I feel that epitomizes where we are at with Dwayne Johnson's career as an actor. It feels like if you have seen him in one or two movies, then you have seen him in all the movies. And you can't even argue with that. I mean, seriously, how many jungle movies can one person have in their catalogue? Dwayne, who is your role model? Tarzan? It has gotten so bad that Screen Rant made an entire pitch meeting based around how all of his roles are so similar, they could be mistaken for the same movie.
So, Mr. Earthling,
You say.
why are you talking about this?
Well, recently, Warner Brothers released the first trailer for Black Adam, and after watching it, all that went through my mind was,
OMG, this might actually be about to change.
Black Adam is a new movie based on a character from the DC comic books of the same name. And I have to say, I am really excited. No, not really. But can you blame me though? Most of DC's movies, barring a few, have ranged from mediocre to downright embarrassing. So excuse me for not holding my breath for any future releases. However, credit where credit is due. The best of DC movies have generally been based on their villains, and Black Adam is a villain! This was the first thing that piqued my interest in this movie, as it would be the first time The Rock has played a villainous character in a while. Now I know as much as the next guy about Black Adam as a character, which is basically nothing. But DC have shown a willingness to give their villains much more depth than their Marvel counterparts in these movies. And the trailer seems to indicate that that will likely be the case for Black Adam as well. Parts of the trailer feature a voiceover by Dwayne Johnson's character as he narrates a summary that gives us a glimpse of his history. The trailer starts with a character questioning Black Adam about the merits of his powers, stating it has brought him
Nothing but heartache.
We go on to hear Black Adam narrate how he was a slave for most of his life before he died, only to be reborn as a god. He then goes on to talk about how his son sacrificed his life to save him, and says now we shall bow to no one. This short sequence does a good job of immediately giving us an idea of the kind of person Black Adam might be, and the traumatic past that might drive his actions. For me, this already indicates a character with more depth than any character Dwayne Johnson has played in the past decade. We further go on to learn about what side he stands on with regards to his hero or villain status later on in the trailer, when a superhero confronts him about supposedly killing people, saying, "Heroes don't kill people," only for Black Adam to reply,
Well, I do.
Now, if you're among The Rock's millions of fans, you will remember very well that Dwayne Johnson's rise to fame as The Rock wasn't anything but PG. The Rock of WWE's Attitude Era was a brash-talking, sharp-tongued, intense and charismatic character who delivered some of the most memorable promos in all of WWE history on his way to obtaining legendary status. Whether as a heel or a face, The Rock stole the show whenever he was on stage, and his title as the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, self-proclaimed or not, was well earned. Like, even as I prepared for this video, I couldn't help myself but feel excited and join in whenever I said,
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Now, maybe quite a bit of nostalgia is involved and clouds my memory, but it is not denying that there is a marked difference between the Rock character from the Attitude Era and the Rock character from today's PG era, and for some reason, it seems Dwayne Johnson watered down his acting roles, just as Vince McMahon flushed all the excitement from WWE down the toilet. Him regularly playing the role of the big tough guy who is actually soft and mushy on the inside is getting rather stale at this point, and I think it is a good time now more than ever for him to try something different. Now don't get me wrong, while I might take a poke at these guys for taking on similar characters over and over again, many of them are actually very good at it, and I would many times watch a movie just because they are in it. For example, an actor like this who I quite enjoy watching is Kevin Hart, comedian extraordinaire and Dwayne Johnson's penis. I will watch most things with Kevin Hart because I know that even if the movie is trash, at least their Kevin will always make me laugh, and he's proving me correct once again with his performance in the new Netflix movie.
The Man from Toronto.
Psst. By the way, watch out for a review of that movie very soon. So yes, there is definitely something to be said for being so good at playing a character that people are able to enjoy watching you do it over and over again and still have a good time. I'm not knocking the hustle, but I believe that the best actors take themselves out of their comfort zones to take on new, challenging roles. And I think for Dwayne Johnson, playing Black Adam might just be a step in the right direction. And it seems I might be right, as I came across news that The Rock actually fought for Black Adam to be R-rated, and while this movie is still expected to be PG-13, there are rumors that a compromise was reached for the sequel to be R-rated. If that's true, that sounds like good news to me, but that remains to be seen. Let me know your thoughts on Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, and if you're looking forward to Black Adam in the comments down below. And oh, before I let you go, there is one last thing I'd like to address. I know there will be a section of people who have watched this video and think,
but Mr. Earthling, as long as the movies continue to make money and people enjoy watching them, who cares if the actors play the same characters or not?
And to those people, I would say,
It doesn't matter what you think.
like and subscribe. Until next time, take care.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.